So, here we are, Jean. We're at... Where are we, Jean?
Moreton.
Moreton.
The entrance to Moreton Cemetery.
Yeah, we're going to go and see the grave of Thomas Edward Lawrence, otherwise known as...
T.E.
Otherwise known as...
Lawrence of Arabia.
That's right, so off we go. Try not to get run over.
Always a good start.
Yeah, does help, doesn't it? So, it's not anywhere near the church, is it, really?
Not really, no.
No.
It's not very far to walk to. But
No. So, what do you know about T. Lawrence? Anything?
I know, I haven't read his book yet. I've studied it for
What
ages.
book? Not the 7 Pillars of Wisdom, or
Oh,
whatever it
yeah.
is.
So I've got that at home.
That's supposed to be really hard work.
Yes, I did start reading it and I fell asleep.
I think from what I've heard, that is quite common. So we know exactly where it is, don't we? Been here
Absolutely.
several times before.
Getting there, very close.
And here we are. T. Lawrence.
Indeed.
There he is. Funny to think he's in there, isn't it? But he's very short, apparently. 5'5".
I was going to say, it's not a very long grave, is it?
Yeah, so not very much like Peter O'Toole in the film at all.
Not really, no.
Someone's put some lovely flowers on there.
What did you say that inscription means?
I said it means God is light. I think it was.
Oh, look, I see.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We'll leave that there.
Oh, I'll put it in the money box on the way out.
Oh yeah, good idea. Yeah, pick it up. Yeah, we'll put it in the money box.
Oh, yeah.
So T. Lawrence, I know he went to Oxford. I think he studied archaeology.
Yeah, that rings a bell. I think
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, and also I found out that he was illegitimate.
Oh,
His father was Thomas Chapman, and his mother's name I can't quite remember, but
where was he born then?
he was born, I think, in Wales.
So I wondered where there's nobody else of his name.
Well, you say that. You
Right.
say that. We'll come to that in a minute.
Oh, okay then.
Because, so this is his grave, but this plot here is owned by the Frampton family.
Oh, not the Framptons again.
Yes, and he and they are cousins.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
They crop up everywhere in Dorset.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's how that happened.
I see.
Stone looks like it could do with a bit of a scrub, doesn't it?
Yeah, so otherwise they get all pickled, don't they? You can't
Yeah.
them, get all mossy and stuff.
Yeah. Still, as graves go. Now, years ago, I think it was from 1970s, was it? Something? Till about 2000, there used to be white flowers, white roses put on his grave every year on his birthday from someone in America. Now, whether it was a fan or
Who knows?
somebody just liked the story or whatever, nobody knows.
Oh,
But that stopped in about 2000, so whether the person died or just went off him, I don't know.
probably died.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Quite
probably.
a while ago.
Yeah.
So his mother's grave is most likely then in Wales.
His mother's grave, yeah, they're not buried anywhere near here, his parents, but I think he fell out with them a bit because she used to beat him.
Oh, no.
Apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
fine woman.
I think he was quite wayward and she used to sort of try and knock him into shape and he didn't like it very much. Something like that.
That's always a bit strong-willed. You'd have to
I
do
think
what he
so,
did.
from what, yeah.
He had a heck of a life, didn't he?
Yeah, he did have a heck of a life.
When you consider.
Yeah, amazing. Anyway, we'll go up to the church.
Okay.
So, we'll just go. It's really small, isn't it? Really small graveyard.
Moreton's not a big place, Trish.
No, it isn't, no. But when you think people have lived here for a very long time, haven't they? So,
Yeah, there are some graves maybe around the church.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, maybe.
That's what they normally do, don't
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah,
As graveyards go.
we all know about his being abroad and everything,
Yeah.
and his exploits in the army. And did you know he was in the RAF as
I
well?
didn't know it was in both. No.
No, I didn't.
Just a second.
I read about it, and yeah, apparently so. Yeah, we'll walk up to the... Okay, so we've come into the church now, Jean, as you can see. Isn't it beautiful, that end up there?
It is, it's lovely, isn't it?
That end. What's that end called? The altar.
The altar, isn't it?
Oh dear. Dear God. Sorry.
Going from west to west.
It is going from worst to worst. Sorry about that. But it is a lovely church, isn't it?
It is.
So nice.
So now at least we know why the windows are all the way there. It's because church was.
Yeah, but they weren't
blown
engraved
out.
till 1986, I don't think, by Lawrence Whistler. So I'm not quite sure why they're engraved. I can only assume that they couldn't afford to replace the stained glass because that would have cost a fortune.
Well, yeah, but if the church was blown down in that picture, you can see it's blown out.
Yeah.
What did they do for windows?
I don't know. I don't know.
You'd have to
yeah,
find a short history
you'd have to.
if you're that interested.
Yeah, she would. Yeah. So this is where Lawrence's service would have been. In here,
Yes.
Winston Churchill,
Imagine
all
these
sorts of
notables
people.
inside
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Hard to imagine.
It is.
But how beautiful are these windows.
That's lovely. That's a really
Yeah.
lovely window.
That's my favourite one, that one, I think.
Yeah.
The flowers and the sun.
And the bird.
Yeah. Nice. So this is the church where the service was.
Look at all these shields.
Yeah. All the Frampton family, I expect. Because, as we know, the Framptons were his cousins. And where he's buried is the Frampton plot. So, yeah. I had no idea that he had connections to Dorset. I thought he just liked it here and moved here, or was here anyway because of the barracks
Yeah.
at Bovy,
So how
Bovington.
is he related to the Framptons?
They're cousins.
Oh. Of his mother's?
I don't know.
No.
Can't say I know because I don't.
They're lovely, aren't they?
They're lovely, the windows. Yeah, gorgeous. Apparently, Winston Churchill said that T. Lawrence, or T. Shaw as we should have called him, was, well, he says Lawrence was one of those beings whose pace of life was faster and more intense than what is normal. He died on his bruff, did you say it? Bruff? Motorcycle?
Oh, yeah.
Motorbike at Bovington. So we're going to pop over there next and see the place where he died. And that has some spooky connections. Okay, so we're leaving the church now. And when Lawrence was buried at his burial up the road there, there was no flowers at his funeral. He doesn't strike me as a flower type of guy, to be honest. And apparently there was some grass from the Middle East
All right.
put in with him, and as it was filling up, a little girl ran forward and put in a posy of violets.
Oh.
So here we are at Clouds Hill at Bovington, where Lawrence lived. I've just been informed by the person who works for the National Trust here that it wasn't his cousin that he bought the cottage from. They were very distant relatives, so yeah, okay. Lawrence is said to haunt Clouds Hill Cottage. In fact, someone who visited the place years ago didn't know anything about him, allegedly, but said they saw a black figure walk into the cottage through the front door, and he had like the black, well, not black, it's usually white, wasn't it? But he had black clothing on that resembled the kind of clothes they wear in the Middle East, or they used to wear, or think of Lawrence from Arabia, the film, dressed like that. So whether that's true or not, well, who knows. So a bit further along the road from Clouds Hill is the stone that marks where he had his accident. Story goes that there was two boys on the road, and Lawrence was coming along, and he was in a dip in the road and couldn't see them. So in his swerving to avoid them, he clipped one of the bikes and was sent over the handlebars and died of his head injuries a few days later in hospital. It's said that there may have been a black car nearby, but that has never been proved. So there is this conspiracy theory that that he was assassinated, but there's absolutely no proof of that at all. But it is said that if you're around early in the morning, you may just hear his bicycle roaring around the lanes, his motorbike. Farm workers have said that they have heard the motorbike and they knew it was him because his Bruff motorbike, I think that's how you say it, made a distinctive sound. And so they're sure that it was him. Well, again, a good story. Who knows if it's true? Anyway, if you've enjoyed our video, let us know. Give us a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you want to hear some more of our videos, or see them rather. And we look forward to making some more. I hope you liked it. We're not very good at the moment, especially my editing, which could do with some work. But please stick with us. I'm sure we'll get better. Bye for now. See you next time.